Your own spirit is going to be guiding you, my gorgeous Scorpione, like never before. Pay attention to your spirit. You're going to be guided. You're going to be guided at the beginning of this week. That's why you're going to feel the way you're going to feel, my gorgeous Scorpione. You're going to feel very, very intense, but in a good way. You're going to feel suddenly extremely determined from the beginning of this week to start some kind of a project that has been recently on your mind a lot. This is a brand new project which has been on your mind recently a lot. Only now, at this stage of your life, at this stage of your spiritual journey, you are going to be ready to take this on. That's why you're gonna feel this energy, this vibration you haven't felt in a very long time. From the moment in time you wake up at the beginning of this week, you are indeed going to have this project, this venture on your mind. It has been on your mind for a while, but it did kind of work a lot in the background. It needed to work a lot in the background of your mind, in your subconscious mind, because this is where we are the most powerful. There are lots of things hidden from us in general, how powerful as humans we are, and this in itself is one of them. That's the essence of your very own self you need to follow, this determination now suddenly at the beginning of this week for you to start this like a venture, this new project. Oh my God, not only this is going to be on your mind a lot, but there is something really specific you are going to do. There is something really specific for the first time in your life you are going to do. When it comes to this particular project, do you see already how this is going to bring the best out in you? My God, you're not going to be thinking negatively anymore. In fact, this in itself is already going to start this process where you are going to start opening your mind like never before. Once you open your mind, my gorgeous Scorpione, this is the time when you become so ridiculously powerful. You're going to open your mind, and for the first time you're going to realize, since you were thinking about that project for the first time, you're gonna realize something that has been missing when it comes to all this. But also for the first time you're going to realize that you have got everything you need to have in order to start this project. This project is the beginning of a sacred journey in your life, which is deeply rooted in your destiny. And this is why you're gonna feel so rejuvenated, you're gonna feel so good, the energy is gonna feel so crispy, so brilliant. And this in itself is also gonna reflect on both of your spiritual and the physical energy as well. Just pay attention to how spiritual you're gonna become at the beginning of this week. I mean, I know you're always spiritual, but now you will feel that there is some kind of reconnection going on, because all those things that you've been enjoying in spiritual terms that you didn't do in a really long time, now that's going to start coming out of you, and that's going to start guiding you as well. Pay attention to numbers 222 or number 22 throughout this week. Every single time when you see the combination of these numbers, any combination of these numbers, you just need to immediately think what exactly you have been thinking about right before you saw these numbers. This element is really important because it's going to reveal a very significant aspect of yourself, something that's preventing you to move on, but you're doing it yourself. It's to do with a certain situation in your life, some kind of negative change of circumstances caused this ages ago that is still affecting you to this day. You need to release this and you need to set yourself free. And this is what you need to pay attention to when it comes to these numbers, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Indeed, you know, my God, this is all to do with you know, following your dreams and doing what you love and making the most out of this journey. But also at the same time, you know, this is to do with something so unique to you, so unique to you. The more unique we are and the more we follow our unique ideas and realizations about lives, that means that this is part of our journey and part of who we are. You don't care, you must not care what other people say, for example, you know, because there may be some people who may not understand you. What are you doing and what are you talking about? But you have to really just follow your path and see where this is going to take you, because this is the beginning of an incredible journey in your life. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's getting even better. At around the midweek, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you are going to discover something. I'm not being funny, but you are going to make some kind of discovery. What are you going to discover? It's going to make you realize, oh my God, it's going to inspire you. It's going to make you realize what's missing in your life. You know, it's going to make you realize, what do you want to do? What do you want to try? What do you want to explore? And on top of that, you are going to have an incredible idea. So whatever you're going to discover, this is going to give you an incredible idea. And as soon as you have like what you want to do and what you want to explore, again, just go with it. I know you're going to be thinking, oh my God, I've got so many things going. No, baby, no. No, baby, no. Sometimes we are the best when we deal with millions of things at the same time, trust me, rather than dealing with just one thing only. When we are dealing with so many things and life seems so difficult and heavy, that's exactly how it's meant to be. It brings the best out in us. We reflect in a different way, in the right way. We don't have a time to overthink, so the response is always so much more genuine than otherwise it would be. So when it comes to this idea, my gorgeous Scorpioni, you are going to end up having this contemplation. Yes, you're going to have this idea and then you're going to have this contemplation. When it comes to this contemplation, you just need to like kind of realize that the answer to that contemplation is a word traditional. You need to, the answer to this contemplation is you need to keep it traditional. I know it sounds crazy, but I suppose it's going to be obvious. You need to keep it traditional. And this in itself is going to give you confidence you need so much. I know it sounds crazy, but this is exactly what you need to do. Okay? Very, very important indeed. And you also, it's the perfect time for you to kind of try to realize what is this addiction I'm keep on seeing. There is some kind of addiction that I'm keep on seeing. Nowadays, addiction come in many different ways. And I've seen this before. As I said, I'm keep on seeing some kind of addiction. When we are going through such an important stage in our lives, we also have the power to heal ourselves in a different way. And there is your addiction to something. It's going to be pointed to by somebody who is in your life. That person is going to point some kind of addiction to you at around the midweek, which is going to irritate you to start with, but almost instantly you're going to realize, yeah, you're actually absolutely right. Do something about it. Now it's a crucial time. Okay? And by the time you get to the last part of this week, okay, this is fantastic. This is brilliant. First of all, something very bad is going to start coming to an end. Something bad is going to come to an end, really. Not start coming to an end, but something bad is going to come to an end. So you are going to have number one, a little news which is really going to surprise you. Something very bad, something that was scaring you so much for so long, it's going to come to an end. And number two, you're also going to have such an interesting offer at around the end of this week. You are going to have a very interesting offer, my gorgeous Scorpioni, but the problem when it comes to that, the brilliant thing about that offer is that this is the beginning of a beautiful adventure in your life, which is going to bring some kind of abundance as well. But an annoying thing about this offer is that for a while you're going to need to be around people that are not really nice. You're going to need to be around people that are not really nice and not really good for you. And you know how hard that is. When we are surrounded by the people that are really good and really positive, we become really positive and happy. When we are surrounded by the people that are downer and negative, and we just don't work together, at all energetically, then it's very difficult because these people are draining our energy. So it's not easy, but this is part of this process. When it comes to this offer, this is what's going to piss you off a little bit, because you're going to need to do certain things for a while, being surrounded by the people you don't want to be surrounded by. But you have to collaborate. You have to. It's like maybe collaborate with certain people you don't want to for a while, but then again, you are making a really wise choice by doing this. A really wise choice. And I think that that's going to be obvious, because very soon you're going to have a really positive surprise. A really positive surprise, and you're going to realize that you were unnecessarily maybe even worrying about you doing this for a while, because things are going to work out not only brilliantly for you, but there is something really specific you are going to find out, which is going to remind you of you really needing to pay an urgent attention to something you forgot about. And it's so important, so ridiculously important when it comes to all this, indeed. So now, my gorgeous Scorpioni, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card, of the week. Yes, like about 57 you have. Now, let's just see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. This doesn't surprise me, my gorgeous Scorpioni, whatsoever. This is the beginning of such a beautiful stage in your life. This is the beginning of one of the biggest transformations you've ever had. Please, 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 this is a lot to do with how important this idea at around the mid-week it's actually going to be. This idea is going to be equally, listen to me very carefully, this idea that you're going to have at around the mid-week, it's going to be equally important for what's going to be happening at the beginning of this week and what's going to be happening at the end of this week. At the beginning of this week, when it comes to you becoming so determined to start this new venture, okay, this idea is going to be crucial, and that's what's like confirming this to me. But it's also going to be absolutely crucial when it comes to what exactly you're going to find out at the end of this week as well. You need to understand that you are about to enter a very, very beautiful stage of your life. The fact that you did not expect this, it means it's going to be even more, even better, and even more fruitful for you, my gorgeous Scorpioni, indeed. Just keep going and follow your dreams. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpioni, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. The reason why I think moss agate is ever so powerful, because the moment in time you put on this really powerful pendant, that moment in time, your intuition is enhanced. At that moment in time, you start noticing signs you've never noticed before. At that moment in time, you become so creative. Why? Because moss agate is ever so powerful when it comes to you coming out of your comfort zone, when it comes to you coming out of your self-imposed prison, when it comes to you opening your mind, and when it comes to you understanding what exactly do you need to explore, what exactly do you need to do. And on top of that, there is this crazy courage you have when you wear this powerful pendant. It makes you very courageous, which is ever so important when it comes to us needing to take certain risks in our lives. Lots of people don't like to take risks, but sometimes people miss out so much in life because they do not want to take a risk. And this powerful crystal is never going to guide you towards you taking a risk that is not going to be good for you. This powerful crystal, it's only going to be guiding you towards you taking the risk, which is ultimately going to change your life forever. And on top of all that, it's like you just like kind of when you wear moss agate, you also start feeling this inspiration again. This is, you wear it and you start becoming inspiring. Things that you see inspiration in things you didn't see inspiration in before. And this helps you to understand and find out so much about yourself and about your life and about spirituality in general. It is very, very important, crystal, when it comes to, being really positive, when it comes to your mind, for example. And also, when it comes to moss agate, my gorgeous people, it's brilliant when it comes to physical healing as well. Absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend to everybody to actually have this, because at the end of the day, this crystal does helps you a lot with your own awakening, and this in itself, it's like it cannot be bad. This in itself, it's all essential and also important when it comes to us reconnecting with ourselves on such a deep and spiritual level and getting the most out of this life, the most out of this spiritual journey. And it's also like if we are indecisive, oh my God, being indecisive is horrible. Like horrible. It's another thing that prevents us from moving forward in life. Moss agate is also ever so powerful when it comes to you making the right decisions at the right time. Because when you wear this, you're never indecisive. Okay? And indecisiveness can be just, as bad as like, us not taking a risk when we are meant to take it. So there are so many things that are so beneficial for us in this powerful little crystal indeed. This moss agate comes with gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is going to be above me somewhere, or it's going to be in the description below, or you can just go and see on top of the comments. I pin my products on top of the comments as well. This is where you can buy this gorgeous and ever so powerful pendant. If you need something to re-energize you a little bit, if you need something to pick you up like almost instantly, then I strongly suggest you, my gorgeous people, to get something like Crazy Lace Agate, which is absolutely perfect when it comes to promoting in an instant happiness, when it comes to promoting vitality, and when it comes to grounding as well. This is absolutely like a perfect combination of things that are so necessary when it comes to our balance in general. Because at the same time, when you feel like really negative, when you feel really down, when you feel really sad, when you feel really spaced out, I mean, this life can be very, very difficult sometimes. I completely understand. But the problem is when we are dealing with certain things in life, then certain things have got like a negative impact on us. And our energy is like taken away from us without us even realizing. Sometimes we are so energized, sometimes we have so many ideas, sometimes we are so keen to do things, and sometimes we are complete opposite. When sometimes we are down, sometimes we are negative. So, Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely perfect, specifically when it comes to us not feeling good, when it comes to us not feeling right. especially when this has been caused by the certain, situations in our life, which is absolutely natural, absolutely normal. But we need to get on with our lives. We need to get on with our lives. So this is why Crazy Lace Agate, it's absolutely brilliant, because it's instantly, and I mean instantly, going to pick you up. It's not only about happiness, it's not only about vitality, but it's about this energy that instantly like kind of picks you up so you can get on with your life. You know how precious this crystal is. Very, very powerful indeed. This Crazy Lace Agate comes with sterling silver chain, okay? And the link to buy this is going to be above, or it's going to be within the description, in the description below, or you can simply go and see, it's going to be pinned on top of the comments as well, where you can buy this gorgeous and ever so powerful pendant, Crazy Lace Agate.